Hello and welcome to the next video in the wrist relief series. Today we are going to take a deeper dive into the relationship of the wrist and hand with the elbow and the shoulder. We're going to start with breathing as we always do. You're going to relax, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, feeling your abdomen rise as you breathe in, feeling it contract as you exhale. In and out through the nose. Go ahead and start if you haven't already. We'll spend another 40 or so seconds doing that. Nice calming, relaxing breaths. Remember, as you're breathing, we're going to get tension from the fingers to the hand, to the wrist, to the elbow, all the way into the shoulders today. Don't transfer that tension up into the neck. We don't want to squeeze like this. We want to keep that tension where it's supposed to be, okay? And remember to keep your breathing nice and calm as you go. Try to breathe through each movement. If not in and out through the nose, at least in through the nose, out through the mouth, okay? And from here, we'll start with our shoulder rolls. So you can stand, sit, kneel, whatever you like, and we'll just roll our shoulders forward, down, backward, and this is a good time to check your neck. This is one that your neck should be very relaxed, but oftentimes we suddenly realize we're squeezing our neck. So make sure that you're checking and rechecking. You're trying to relax those muscles of the neck while you're just starting to get, and you can also roll your shoulders one at a time, and you're going backward and forward as you go. You're trying all sorts of different movements, okay? You do a couple movements on each side, it doesn't matter. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to start working these shoulders. I'll get at a little angle so you can see here. Make sure you got a little bit of tension throughout the midsection, again, not in the neck. And in the shoulders, what you're going to do is you're going to take one arm at a time, keep your elbow locked, and you're going to bring that arm down and back and make a big circle. Now go back in the opposite direction. What you're trying not to do, go ahead, and we'll switch side to side, okay? So we'll go, and what you're trying to accomplish here, you're going backward and forward. You keep going, one arm at a time, switch back and forth. What you're trying not to do is bring your whole body back with you, okay? So you're keeping your arm moving. If you feel any sharp pain, don't go there, okay? What you can do is, say you feel sharp pain here, you can just come around like that if you want, and then see if you can come back around all the way without feeling that pain, okay? The other thing you can do is go up, say, oh, there's almost to hit the pain, let's go back, and then let's just go around that way, okay? So you have a couple of options. So remember, just keep your arm nice and straight, okay? From here, we're going to, we'll have our palms facing out, like stop, stop. All right, and from there, what you're going to do is your elbows are locked. I'll do one at a time. You can do one at a time, or you can do both at the same time. What you're going to do is you're going to internally rotate, externally rotate. And what you're trying not to do is lean forward, okay? So internally rotate, your shoulder should come here. Once you feel a lot of resistance, you go in the opposite direction. You're trying to get this elbow eye to make a trip around the clock. Of course, it's not going to go all the way around in either direction. If you can do that with no pain, that's incredible. You're a mutant, okay? So you can do that on both sides. I just realized that one arm is not on camera at this point. So the other thing you can do is you can make it interesting. You say you can go in a forward circle with one and a backward circle with the other, okay? And as you can see, my shoulder lifts a bit, but I'm trying to control it. I don't want that to come up into the neck. So just keep doing this. Keep going. Okay. Internal and external rotation is what this is. Okay, from there. And again, you can roll your shoulders. You can do the high sign if you want. Shake out the wrists as we go. Okay, from there, what you're going to do is you're going to keep your shoulders down and back, nice and strong. You're going to bring your arms straight out in back of you. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Excuse me. You're going to rotate your palms in a downward direction. From there, what you're going to do is keep your elbows right where they are, okay? And you're going to bend at the elbow, but keep your elbows right where they are. You're going to do that 3 times. Keep your elbows stationary. Okay, from there, you're going to do that internal and external rotation again. Make sure, recheck your shoulders, make sure they're down, not hunched into your ears. Recheck your shoulder blades. Okay, once you've done that 3 times, come down, shake it out. Okay, here we go. You're going to do it again. You're going to bring your arms back into extension as far as they'll go. Palms down. Keep your elbows elevated. Bring your palms into your shoulders. 3 times. Recheck those shoulder blades. Make sure they're squeezing. Internal and external rotation. Okay, come down, shake it out. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. Elbows back, arms are straight, palms toward the ground. Lock those shoulder blades back. Internal and external rotation of the hands. Try to get that elbow eye to circulate around the clock as far as you can. All right, and shake it out. Rotate the shoulders. Okay, from there we're going to do the cat to cow. Palm the floor, lock the elbows. The elbow pits are forward, so meaning they're not just neutral, your elbow pit is facing forward. You're gripping the ground, and you're just squeezing your shoulder blades, pulling them apart. Squeezing, pulling them apart. Once you start to get that, I want you to coordinate the rhythm of your breathing. You're going to inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Take your time with these. If you don't get the squeezing and pushing them apart right away, just take your time and figure it out. You may have seen people going like this with them, and then way high like this. We're just doing this for the shoulder blades today, not for the back, for the cervical spine, or the thoracic spine, or the lumbar. We're just doing this to get your shoulder blades to work independently. All right, come on up, you shake it out. You're going to get back into that same stance, or in the quadruped. Fingers are splayed. You start with a locked position. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your elbows back, out, and up. Back, out, and up. Back, out, up. Now just make it nice and smooth. Don't tighten your neck muscles. Okay. Keep your palms flat on the floor, grab that ground while you're doing it. Now let's go in the opposite direction. So you're gonna go out, back, and up. Out, back, and up. Once you get it, go for it. Keep your palms flat. Don't let them come up. You'll feel this in the back of your arms. You'll feel it hopefully in your wrists a bit or your forearms a bit. Okay, from there, we're going to be in the same quadruped position. Your hands are going to be facing backwards. Fingers are still splayed. All right. Push those heels of the hands into the ground and just go back and forth. Back and forward. Back, forward. Keep that up. At any time, if you need, pause the video, shake out your wrists. You keep going. Remember, if you've got the other videos, we've got the hang loose sign, shake out your wrists. We've got the wave, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. What is perfect when it comes to this? We don't know, okay? So, at any time you want, you can stop and do something like that to shake out the hands, shake out the wrists. Okay, so you've had your fingers backward, you've gone into it, you've made sure that you're pressing the heel of your hand into the ground. That's going to get the most blood flowing. It's going to tell your body, hey, wake up, we need this range of motion. Okay, from there, we're going to take our palms facing up. We've done, in other videos, we've done closed finger versions of this. So what we're going to do is you're going to keep your palms flat the whole time. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring them in. So from what it would look like from the bottom position is you're going to bring it in like this. All right, so the whole point of this is to keep your elbows locked in, keep some tension throughout your midsection, okay? And don't let, you want to be able to set a drink of water on your forearms as you do this. You don't want to spill that drink of water. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to bring your hands inward, down, sideways, and up. Don't let so it's not like that. We don't want the forearms moving. So again, it's sideways, down, sideways, and up. Okay? You don't want to cup your fingers as you do this, okay? So we don't want it to look like this. We don't want the thumb searching around. We want to just go sideways. So that's going to limit the range of motion for a lot of people. And that's the other thing too, is we can go in the opposite direction. So sideways, down, up and around, or sideways out to the side, down, up and inward and around. The whole point is you're just grabbing the range of motion that you can grab without cupping, without doing anything with your thumbs. Okay, we're going to keep this up for about 20 more seconds. Please go back in this video, especially with some of these more difficult ones. Really work on them, figure them out. These are super important. If you're doing the wrist videos, it means that you need this. Your wrists are either tight or painful all the time, or a doctor has told you you need carpal tunnel surgery or whatever. We all know the results of that are, usually not great. So you're here for a reason. Learn these movements the best you can. Okay, last but not least, this is going to be the hardest one. I shouldn't say that. This should be for everybody. It's pretty much the same thing as what we just did. But what you're going to do is, again, you're keeping your hand flat, okay? And I'll show you with one. You can do both, or you can do one at a time. You're going to bring the hand straight up, as close to 90-degree angle as you possibly can. And then you're going to pull it. Don't let your fingers come down. You're going to pull that hand as close to you as you can. And just pull hard for 5 seconds. And then relax. go. Squeeze, pull, pull as hard as you can. Don't let the fingers bend at all. Pull as hard as you can for that 5 seconds. You're not squinching or anything. You're firm throughout here. And relax. So you get the point. So we'll do that on both sides. You're going to do this about 5 times. Pause the video every so often. Each time I want you to pull a little harder, pull a little harder, 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 and back down. And back down. So you get the point. Roll them out a little bit, nice and easy. We're going to do the other side. So instead of pulling in toward the front of the forearm, we're going to pull in toward the back of the forearm, like, hey, stop. Okay, so again, nothing crazy with the fingers. Keep them strong and tight. Don't let the thumbs do anything wacky. You're going to pull your elbows in, come back, and pull toward you. Pull, pull, pull. Don't let anything funny happen, and just pull as hard as you can, as hard as you can, and relax. And again, pull as hard as you can, harder. And relax. 3 more times. Pull, pull, pull. And relax. 2 more times. And pull, 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 pull. And 1 more time. Get ready and pull, pull. Okay, from there, just roll them out. Once you get the hang of these movements, make them harder, make them harder. Really figure out how to pull yourself into these positions, okay? These are not, some of these have a stretching component, but these are not stretches. These are exercises, and you're doing them to increase your range of motion and your mobility, not your flexibility. Mobility is the ability to use increased ranges of motion and use those increased ranges of motion, rather than flexibility, where you might be able to pin your wrist back to your fingers back to your forearm, but if you don't have the mobility, if you can't work in that position, well, you're going to be hurt if you end up in that position by accident or putting weight on it. So the whole point here is to get your body realizing that it's got a much larger range of motion, and it needs to get the blood flowing and be usable in those ranges of motion. And that's how we're going to get rid of pain or mitigate these things. So I will see you in the next video.